Hello and happy Friday. My name is Raulf. I'm the founder of BSM, Boulder SEO Marketing. I'm also an international AI SEO and GEO, Generative Engine Optimization expert. If you are struggling to generate leads and sales from your organic search efforts, these tips are great for you. My team and I share what I think is great information that you can implement immediately so you can get more leads and sales from your organic search optimization efforts. All right. So in today's Friday SEO tip, I want to talk about a critically important platform that needs to be part of your generative engine optimization efforts. I also call it CMPCCOAD. Essentially, what you want to do is create a contextual multi-platform content where you create that kind of content, you optimize it, and then you distribute it across different platforms. Let me quickly explain here. So more and more people are now using platforms such as ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Gemini, etc. In fact, here at BSM, 30% of all the new leads and clients that we're getting, they found us on these large language models. These large language models, they get information from across the web, including platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Quora, Reddit, LinkedIn, X, etc. One critically important platform as it relates to Google search. If you want to get into these AI overviews, which I'm going to show in a second here, you got to create YouTube videos such as the one that I'm creating right now, where you're talking about a topic that is actually useful. Right? Probably many of you didn't know that YouTube is probably the most cited resource in AI overviews. So this is something that these large language models are looking at, and I'll show you. I always say proof is in the pudding. So if we do an incognito search here, which Google doesn't take my browser history into account. So if we search for SEO price guide, I like that example. This is a very important keyword for us. Why? A lot of people are interested in how much SEO costs. All right. So in nearly, I believe, 50 to 60% of all searches, Google will now display what is called an AI overview. This is an AI generated piece of a block of text, right? Where they want to provide the searcher with useful information. So ideally, you want to be cited in here with your piece of content, which we made it to this top spot here. And by the way, I discussed how to get into the top spot in a webinar that we hosted earlier this week. So I'm going to share the link to the webinar recording right below in the description field of this YouTube video. So definitely look that up. We shared incredible information. And also we created a YouTube video that's going to be cited now in these AI overviews. All right, back to the AI overview here. So as you can see, there's a lot of great information here. And look at that. Under value-based pricing, there are actually 4 YouTube videos that are cited. If you hover over there, look at that. Google took these YouTube videos into account for creating this AI overview snippet there. Also, if we take a look at all the cited resources, if you scroll down here, YouTube, right? So you get the point. Creating high quality YouTube videos, critically important to get cited in these AI overviews. All right, let's get back to our slideshow here. And by the way, here is that webinar that my business partner, Daniel Burns, and I hosted earlier this week. It's called Generative Engine Optimization is the New SEO. I definitely recommend watching this video if you're not yet familiar what GEO is. We're actually explaining in great detail what it is, how to implement it, and we're also sharing our methodology that we have developed over the last 3+ years since ChatGPT was launched. Another critical important component that needs to be part of your GEO methodology is you need to build your EEAT score. What is that? It stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. If you can prove that you are an experienced person that has authority, trustworthiness, etc., you have a better chance for your content to get ranked in Google search and also in these large language models. Why is that important? Well, a lot of people are now creating a lot of low quality content by simply using 1 or 2 prompts in ChatGPT or one of the other large language models, and then they put it up on the website. Google and these large language models, they don't want to index that kind of content in their server farms because it's costing them a lot of money, and B, it's low quality content that serves no purpose, right? It's just spun content. This is why Google is now updating its algorithm on a regular basis. By the way, I'll share the link in a second here. Google today just released the first major core algorithm update of the year. So I'll share that link in a second. And I'm also going to put it right below in the description field of the YouTube video. So building your EEAT score, critically important. These are the slides from the webinar that we hosted earlier this week. So one thing that you can do, simply do a search for your name and then claim your knowledge panel. This is one of the most important structured features on Google. And if you've been publishing content for a while, if you're somewhat known to Google, you will have a chance to actually claim your knowledge panel. This is critically important to boost your EEAT score. All right. Very simple. Just do a search for your name and then claim your knowledge panel. Another platform that I absolutely love is called, I'm going to show you this platform here in a second. It's basically a marketplace for where publishers can solicit input from experts such as me. I'm one of the top international AI SEO experts, according to right? So I have a really good chance to get into publications. I have a massive EEAT profile, and I've been doing this for about 30 years. These publications that are looking for input from people like me, they will likely select my contribution. So let me show you real quick. My team is actually looking at, who is soliciting what kind of input. In this example here, how to use competitor analysis to improve your own SEO strategy. Can you provide a specific example? As you can see here, we provided this information to Marketer Magazine. It's in review right now. Then the next step, if they accept this contribution, it'll go over to selected. So Scale by SEO accepted this contribution from me in regards to their question, which is going to go up into a roundup document that's going to be published on their website. And then as you can see here, if all goes well, you get published. Why don't we take a look at under 30 SEO, how to create engaging content. Let's take a look at this. There it is. So I'm actually published on this roundup here or on this page. Let me show you. There it is, Chris Raulf. This is linking back to my LinkedIn profile. Most often, there's also a link here to Boulder Marketing, my company. And this creates a active backlink to your website. There we go. Let's see. Expert. Actually, I want to show you an example. Sometimes websites, they don't want to put too many links in there. Oftentimes, it actually creates an active backlink to Boulder SEO Marketing. We're going to try one more time here. Tech Boolean. There we go. All right, this is a great example. So not only do they link back to my LinkedIn profile, which boosts that LinkedIn profile in search, but here's an active link to the Boulder SEO Marketing website, which creates an active backlink that goes back to the Boulder SEO Marketing website. All right, so absolutely love featured. I'm going to put the link to the platform right below in the description field of this YouTube video. And I am absolutely thrilled to announce that Brett Vermello, the CEO and founder of Featured, will be speaking at the AI SEO and GEO Online Summit that we're hosting on April 1st from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. Mountain Time. I am moderating this free online summit. We have some of the top experts in the industry participating in this online summit. I think we're nearing capacity, so definitely make sure to sign up for this online summit sooner than later. Very excited to host this event. We're going to share really great information. We have Dennis Yu, industry veteran, great speaker, join us. We have Josh Steimle, digital PR expert, join us. Josh and Brett will be on a panel that I'm moderating. Then Daniel Burns, the COO of Boulder SEO Marketing, and also Harold de Guzman, our head of AI at BSM here. All right. And last but not least, I'm also speaking at GALA at the World Ready Conference on April 13th. I'm going to include the link to this conference. It's happening in Germany, in Berlin. It's a great conference if you're in the globalization, localization, internationalization space. I'm going to talk about how to implement AI, SEO, and GEO strategy. And then, as promised, here is the information about the Google core algorithm update that was announced today. So I'll put the link as well down below in the description field of the YouTube video. And then last but not least, again, I want to drive my point home that you should be doing videos such as the one that I'm doing here. Right. I also do a weekly AI SEO tip, very similar to the Friday SEO tip, where I share information specifically pertaining AI, SEO, and GEO. As you can see here, it's always a video. We're using Riverside as the platform where I record these videos. Great platform if you want to get started. I'm going to put the link right below in the description field of the YouTube video. So I do these tips on a weekly basis. And guess what? If you take a look at my Google Search Console for the Chris Raulf account last 3 months, these tips, for example, this one was about Claude skills, is generating a ton of traffic, right? And of course, we always have a little call to action where, we offer people that, hey, if this is too complicated for you, reach out. We'll, gladly take your money and help you implement the things that we're discussing here. This is another AI SEO tip. This is an AI SEO tip. This is an AI SEO tip. As you can see, we're getting a lot of organic visibility, clicks, and traffic that creates leads and sales. All right. This was a long Friday SEO tip. I hope you learned something new. Of course, if you don't want to do this yourself, you're welcome to reach out. I'll be happy to talk to you. You'll speak directly with me. Again, Chris Half here. I'm the founder of BSM, Boulder SEO Marketing, AI SEO and GEO expert. I hope you'll be able to join us for one of the upcoming events. As always, stay safe and healthy, and I will talk to you next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye.